Hi everybody, it's Kim here. I just wanted to remind everybody that card class is tomorrow, so if you want to come to card class, please let me know so I can prepare. And I finished my virtual album retreat this weekend. I was so excited to have this done, and I'll show you the pages real quickly in a minute. So it's a little bit expensive for the retreat, but you get so much for it. So 10 two-page spreads, 4 stamp sets, all the supplies you needed, the gel pen, the shimmer pen, and many hours of video instructions. And it wasn't boring at all. It was fun to listen to everybody's stories and to learn all about the people doing the presentations and what they chose to remember about their photos and fun tips and techniques. But I was a little bit hesitant to make pages ahead of time because I usually, when I scrapbook, I have my pictures, I divide them up to groups, and then I decide how I'm going to scrapbook them. But I have found that I'm kind of okay with doing the pages first and then finding photos that work with it. For this particular album, the Virtual Album Retreat 2026, I'm going to be using my mom passed away a year and a half ago, and I have all of her old photos and memorabilia, and so I'm going to kind of sort through that over the next year or so, and then use these pages to make an album about her and my dad's early days and about the early days of my family. So that's how I'm going to use this album. And it's really not that different from using pocket pages when you have prepared pages. Because when you have pocket pages, you have them in certain orientations and you have to organize them and try to fit them and crop them into the right places. And so having pages ahead like this is not that much different from that. And I actually started putting in my pages from last year's album retreat, which was 2025. Although I'm using them in 2026, it was a month-to-month one, and we had 2 pages for every month. And so I found it quite nice to be able to be limited to 2 pages for each month. And then I did have extra spaces that I could crop down photos that were larger, like these 2 here, and didn't lose anything, and it just looks really nice. And we learned fun techniques to get more photos on a page, like using tags and then slitting the page protectors so they could go in like that to fit more photographs on your pages. So there's my January from this year and my February. And so then having fewer, I like to cram pages or photos onto pages, but having fewer photos on my pages, I found it just is just more visually pleasing, and it draws your attention to the photos. And so I get more out of it when I have fewer photos. And so that's why it's nice to have flip flaps and all the fun ways to do more cropping too, to make it more visually appealing and tell the story when I have your journaling there. So I learned all about bullet journaling, and so the numbers refer to the journaling on these 2 pages that I finished for March. And we did that again with this year's album retreat. And so I haven't done April's yet, but it's already here to go. So I'm so excited to have my whole year's pages ready. And I'm going to put some extra pages in the back if I have too many things that aren't going to fit on 2 pages. I'll just make a few pages in the back. In fact, I already did 1 page. This was from Onstage, and we had this was actually a piece for our make and take, and I just covered up the other languages with photographs, and I have pictures of my table mates making their project, and I even kind of cut with an X-Acto knife around this butterfly and popped it up over the picture because I didn't want to hide the picture. So I thought that was pretty cool. So let's just take a quick look through the pages that are finished for the Virtual Album Retreat 2026, and all of the videos will be available for many months, so that if you want to make them in the future, you can. The album retreat is still available for purchase. So that was for the first spread. And I think this will be really nice for like maybe a family picture of my family growing up, and just for the title page of the album. And they had it so you could either use this as a 2-page spread or as a title page and then an end page. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but and I'm not putting it in the page protectors until I do my photographs, because I won't know what side of the page things will be on and where I want to put my slits. And these aren't 2-page for each month, so I can add additional pages in between. So I will do my slits, and we learned all sorts of fun techniques. Like here's a tab with more photographs on it. So we'll do that when I'll do that when I put the album together. So I'm just happy to have all these beautiful pages to use. And here, flip flaps open here, and we can get extra pictures on this page, and the same over here on this one. So fun. And fun sentiments too that will really go along with my theme for the album. Together is the best place to be, kind of a family album growing up. And then I think I showed you this one with the flip flaps, or just the banners that you can lift up and get 9 photos in one page, and then some fun techniques using watercolor pencils to make those fun borders. And then let's see, here's another one here with some hexagon shapes that were die cut out of the paper. And for this one, there are all these little journaling tabs that just go across there, and I just kind of tuck them under the picture because I, of course, haven't done my journaling yet, so that'll be later on when I get to that page. And then there's another one, another beautiful spread. And then this one I just finished yesterday, and I love this one. This one seemed to be a lot of people's favorite spread. So we made all these little pockets. There's 3 on each page, and then 3 additional pictures. And then little tags and things to go in the pockets. And you could put multiple items in the pockets too, or just add additional pictures or journaling or whatever you want to put in the little pockets. So cute. And we used this stamp a lot. I have never stamped so much on scrapbook pages, but this stamp was fun. And then we used the gel pen to put the little dots in random places, so that was really fun. And this one again is bullet journaling, because we've got the numbers on all the pages. And then we will, let's see, this one right here, this pocket it says my top 10, and then you can list all the different things. So people were giving all sorts of suggestions what they're going to use that page for, like their top 10 memories or moments, or their top 10 I don't know, foods or moments with their family, or different things like that would be really fun. That one was fun. I showed you how we did the stitching on the little kind of quilted look for that layout. And then let's see, here's another one with, this one was kind of interesting because we had these flaps that opened here, and again this one I'll be cutting an area of the page protector to make a flap too, so that can lift open. And then last but not least, here is this kind of whimsical smile page with using a lot of gel pen and a lot of stamping on the pages too. So there we have the virtual album retreat 2026. So I will get back to card making next, I promise. So I just enjoyed making the album, so I wanted to show you how it turned out, and I can't wait to do another class with Stampin' Up, because their classes are just so much fun. And there actually is one coming up this week. It'll be a craft class with mostly cards, but I think there's some home decor pieces in it as well. So that one will be fun. I'll need to get ready for that, get my pieces cut and ready to go. So I hope you guys have a great week. Happy crafting.